This is Signature TV News Flakes. I am Charles Pius. The Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinma, says the Afrexim Bank is aimed at providing homegrown solutions to the challenges facing trade in Africa. Uzodinma made this statement at the flagging off of the construction of the Quality Assurance Center project by the African Export-Import Bank, Afrexim, in Imo State. In his speech at the event, the governor promised his government's support for the bank in tune with his government's policy of stimulation of the economy and the activation of business opportunities to boost trade, create jobs, and make the people have tangible lives. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, has inaugurated a 7-man Peace Fund Committee to help raise financial support for the victims of insecurity in the Southeast region. A member of the Peace in the Southeast Project, Daniel Akwari, was named the chairman of the fund, while another PISEP member, Mary Ikoku, was announced as the secretary. Other members of the committee are former Minister of Labour and Productivity Emeka Nwogu, the member representing Bogoro Das Tafawa Balewa Federal Constituency of Bauchi State in the House of Representatives Jafaru Leko, as well as the member representing Birnin Kebbi Kalgo, Bunza Federal Constituency of Kebbi State, Ibrahim Mohammed. The Commissioner of Police in Anambra State, CP Nage Itam, has ordered an immediate investigation into the lifeless body of a newborn baby found in a sack near a refuse dump after Aroma Junction along Ifite Road in Oka, the Anambra State capital. Residents of the area had expressed shock in the early hours of Sunday when they found the body of the day-old baby wrapped in old clothes, which is believed to have been used to carry it to the place. The Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation (NDIC) says depositors in Heritage Bank with funds in the excess of 5 million naira will be paid liquidation dividend upon realization of the bank's assets and recovery of debts owed to the bank. NDIC also says depositors that have alternate accounts within the banking industry will be paid up to the insured amount of 5 million naira per depositor using their bank verification number to locate their alternate account. The Redeemed Christian Church of God has suspended the senior pastor of the City of David Parish in Lagos, Idowu Iluyomade. The suspension of Iluyomade, who also heads the Apapa family of the church's annex, came after the elaborate 60th birthday celebration of his wife, Siju. Reports say the pastor got the letter of his suspension over the weekend and has been replaced by Pastor Charles Wande of the church's Resurrection Parish region, with immediate effect. Iluyomade was suspended for 3 months by the governing council of the church after a panel was constituted to look into the allegations against him and the parish. On the foreign scene, South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol on Tuesday says the country will step up cooperation with African nations to secure a stable supply of critical minerals and speed up negotiations to promote economic partnerships and trade. Hosting a first-ever summit with the leaders of 48 African countries, Yoon said South Korea will increase development aid to Africa to $10 billion over the next 6 years as it looks to tap into the continent's rich mineral resources and potential as a vast export market. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin met his Cambodian counterpart on Tuesday during a visit to Phnom Penh aimed at reversing some gains China has made in the country amid concern over its presence at a key Cambodian naval base. Austin was welcomed by Cambodia's Minister of National Defense T. Seha in Phnom Penh, where they later held a bilateral meeting. Cambodia's decision to allow China to develop Ream Naval Base, located at a key waterway on the coast of the Gulf of Thailand in Shikotvia province, has Washington worried that it will give Beijing a new outpost near the contested South China Sea, most of which is claimed by China. In sports, Juventus and Massimiliano Allegri have decided to terminate the contract of the former coach by mutual agreement, the Serie A club said on Monday. Juventus sacked Allegri in May over his behavior during and after the Coppa Italia final, in which he was sent off as Juve beat Atalanta 1-0 to win a record-extending 15th Italian Cup. Allegri was the Turin club's coach for 8 years over 2 spells in 2014 to 2019 and 2021 to 2024, leading Juve So 5 Serie A titles, 5 Italian Cups, and 2 Italian Super Cups. Real Madrid fans were ecstatic on Tuesday morning as they looked forward to welcoming soccer superstar Kylian Mbappe to the club. On Monday evening, the Spanish Giants confirmed the France captain had joined them as a free agent on a 5-year contract. The 25-year-old had announced he was leaving Paris Saint-Germain in a video posted on social media on May 10th. And now to a breaking story that we are following for you. The Nigerian Labour Congress, the NLC, and the Trade Union Congress, TUC, have suspended their industrial action over a lack of consensus on a new minimum wage and the hike in electricity tariff for about a week. Just to also let you know, this is a breaking story that we're following for you. The Nigerian Labour Congress, the NLC, and the Trade Union Congress, the TUC, have suspended their industrial action over a lack of consensus on a new minimum wage and the hike in electricity tariff for about 1 week. The TUC President Festus Osifo said this on Tuesday in Abuja after a joint extraordinary National Executive Council meeting of the unions. A communique will be issued shortly, the Labour chief said. Both unions down tools on Monday to register their grievances over the hike in electricity tariff and lack of consensus on a new minimum wage. The development's ground activities in critical sectors of the economy, with schools, businesses, hospitals, and airports shut. The national grid was also shut down, throwing the nation into darkness. We're following developing stories as it relates to this issue. You are listening and you're watching the Signature TV News Flakes. My name is Charles. See you next time.